What do you get when you have 2 microphones, a bottle of bourbon, and plenty of time to kill? It's the Bourbon Talking Podcast with Billy and Jimmy. Glad you found us. Sit back, relax. Let's see what we get into. And we're back. Jimmy, what's happening?
Hey, not much. Been a busy week since the last time we've done this. Been crazy.
Yeah, we actually don't have time to do this right now, but we're making time. We're
making time. We're running out of time. Running out of time between now and the rest of the week. Too much stuff going on. And, you know, with bike week coming up Friday and Saturday, and then having to fly home on Sunday to fly out to Germany, it's just crazy. Not enough time left during the week to do anything. But, hey, here we are, and let's see if we can't put something together.
We're going to make it happen, that's for sure. All right, we got Jimmy's typing tuned out over there, so we're good to go now.
Sorry about that.
That's okay, buddy.
Nope, just typing up something to talk about on the podcast here before I forgot.
We had a few things to talk about, I guess. Some
John's calling me here, so can we pause?
We'll be right back. And we're back, but you guys will never even know that happened because I'm an editing master.
Thank goodness. A lot of flubs.
Hey, man, duty calls. So are you kidding me? Is this shit really happening? We got another phone call?
Well, it's not even 5 o'clock yet, you know, and people are
it's
still
5:07, sir.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Wow.
That's why we're drinking bourbon.
Shh, don't tell me about the time.
It's 5. Oh.
We're supposed to be still working. Anyways, yeah.
In the morning, 5:07 in the morning.
So we're definitely at it here, trying to get some podcasts done before we head to bike week. We like to do these later in the week, but we got some stuff going on, so it's making it a little more difficult. So we're having to play crunch time here.
Yeah, if it doesn't happen today, it's probably not going to happen. So we're not going to let our people down.
Yep. So Bill and I went to a conference last week in Orlando. It was a Space Force conference. Yep. And we rode the Harleys down, and on the way back, we stopped in St. Augustine to get a little bit of gas, and this lady almost took me completely out.
You don't get any closer to getting hit without getting hit.
I mean, it was, yeah, I was a little upset at the lady. Anyway, she came across 2 lanes into mine, and like I said, almost took me out. So we pulled into the gas station, and
I almost T-boned her right in the door.
Yeah, Billy almost hit the backside. She almost took me out with her front bumper. But we pull into the gas station. She pulls into the gas pumps as well, and then kind of disappeared after we got some gas. We decided to, hey, let's get a Coke and a snack here before we continue home. So we grab our drinks and our little snacks, throw up on the counter, and the cashier goes, "Nope, they're on the house."
I looked at Jimmy. He looked at me. He said, no charge for you guys.
I'm like, oh, we're going to be able to get out of the store without being arrested?
Yeah.
I mean,
I looked at him and said, do we have to run?
Yeah, what's up with this?
No, thank you guys. Y'all have a good day.
Well, after we're sitting outside having our drink and eating our little snack there, Billy's like, what was that all about? I said, well, there was a lady up there too. As we came up to the register, she disappeared. It was the lady in the car that almost hit me.
She worked at the store.
So
she must have been coming in hot, running a little late.
Yeah, feeling really bad about what happened. And she probably does not listen to this podcast, but if she does, thank you. And sorry, I got a little upset there, but you almost took me out. But hey, thank you for the snacks.
I wonder if I got that on camera. I need to go through the footage. I might have got that.
That would be kind of cool if you threw it up here and kind of goes with our story.
Yeah, if I have the footage, I'll put it up here on this one. It was, you know the expression, you couldn't put a piece of paper in, but you couldn't put a piece of paper between his left side saddlebag and her front bumper. It was so close. And we both ride baggers. I was on my front brake so hard to not hit her in the driver door that my back tire was coming off the ground. And what an adventure.
That's probably the closest to that point that I've ever been almost hit by a car. I mean, but then just a couple of days ago, I mean, another lady almost took me out again.
You got almost as close.
She got probably just as close, if not closer. And it's like, oh my God. I mean, Laura, my wife, was actually reaching back and playing with the hood ornament on the car. It was so close. It's like, oh my God, what is up with people wanting to take my ass out? Anyways, that didn't come out right. But anyways, it hit me. So yeah, long story short, the crazies are out there. Watch out for motorcycles, people. We're trying to ride. It's starting to warm up in Florida.
Just take that extra minute and slow down. Life is still going to be there when you get there.
Yes. Anyways, had a good, little weekend trip on the bikes. Anyways, so we did a little trip down to Daytona, and
rode with some friends who won't be able to make it down next week for Bike Week because they are workaholics. And that's funny. That almost sounded like their last name, workaholics. Anyway, you know who you are. And they never take a day off. So they got the opportunity to go down, and they invited us. And so we changed our plans and rode with them, and it was a good ride. We had fun. We laughed so hard, I felt like I had an ab workout when I was done. We get with that crew. We laugh so hard. It's funny.
Yeah, so we ride down and went to the Harley dealership in Daytona there, the one that Bruce Rossmeyer used to own, that is now owned by Teddy Morris. I'm having a hard time with the name. I've said this even to the sales guy, hey, you ready to buy a bike? Nope, can't buy a bike from a guy named Teddy. I mean, it's not a blue-collar name. Bruce, that was a blue-collar name. But Teddy is not. I mean, that's the name of a rich white guy that's bored buying a Harley dealership just because he's bored.
Man, what about Teddy Roosevelt?
He did not own a Harley dealership.
No, but he rode a horse. He was a pretty cool guy.
Hey, but today, it's like, hey, Theodore, let's go for a Harley ride. And I'm like, sorry, Biff, I don't have my sweater vest today clean.
We'll take it around the block once, and then we'll discuss the Southern Rim economy.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling it. A guy named Teddy selling Harley Davidsons, it's a blue collar bike. I know they're expensive nowadays, but everything's expensive. But it's a blue collar bike, and Teddy is not a blue collar name. Sorry.
I think they used to be back in the 60s. They ain't so blue collar now.
Really? Teddy and Biff, I think they were on Animal House.
No, I'm talking
it just
about
doesn't work.
I'm talking about the Harleys. Yeah, we saw a couple of $60,000 ones while we were in there. I don't know the color of your collar, but
mine's dirt blue. I mean, dirty and blue, or whatever you want to call it, dingy blue, faded blue. I mean, it's no, it just doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. Sorry there, Mr. Morris. Can't buy a bike from you.
He could be the greatest guy in the world, though.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we hope to meet him someday.
Yeah,
maybe next weekend, actually.
Maybe a cool, laid-back guy, but he bought the dealership for $82 million. Sorry, does not scream blue collar.
Nope.
Again, because he's bored. I've got all the Porsche and Cadillac dealerships. I need a Harley dealership.
He's out of Texas, right?
Yes. Yeah, probably doesn't even drink bourbon. Probably a cognac guy. So, hey, any feedback from you guys? If all three of you out there listening to us want to feedback, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, if you've bought a bike down there and had a good experience, let us know.
From Teddy, not Bruce.
Yeah, that's what I meant. And if you bought a bike down there and had a real terrible experience, let us know.
From Teddy, not Bruce.
You can actually leave comments now because our YouTube channel is up, and so is this podcast. So if you're listening to this podcast, like many of you are, if you want to leave a comment or if you want to see our handsome mugs in action, you can also watch it over on the YouTube channel. It's the Bourbon Talking. And
so can we pause this for a second?
We'll be back.
Thanks. Gordon, we're back at it.
Man, we're back at it.
So I think the last thing we're talking about was not buying a bike from Teddy.
The old Teddy.
So,
Man, I just wish his last. Nah.
Last name was Roosevelt? Yeah.
Teddy Ruxpin.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll meet him. Man, that was a pretty nice lady that was in the, what's that, their little outlet store or whatever?
Outlet store.
I've been down to that place 10 times. I've never been in a store. I walked in and I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, it was actually kind of nice. My wife kind of bought a few things. Kind of cool.
Yeah, I spent $50 in that store.
Well, you bought a helmet too.
Yeah, got a Terry new helmet, so, and a couple of shirts and stuff. That helmet was, don't buy cheap helmets. You get what you pay for, but that's actually a really good helmet at a reduced price.
That's the same as buying one on sale. I mean, it's like,
well, there's a difference between buying a cheap helmet and then buying a good helmet that doesn't cost a lot. There's a difference. You know, get one made in Malaysia out of like, I don't know, clay or something, you know. Yep.
Anyway, so my new neighborhood here is doing a little hell raising because on Facebook, one of the neighbors posted, hey, can we feed the ducks here in the lake? And I will say the other 500 residents kind of went off on her saying, hell no, you can't feed the ducks. You can't fish in a pond. You can't kayak. You can't do a damn thing in these lakes here except look at them.
This place should be called Karen's Nest.
No lie. It's like, really? I mean, I kind of, threw out a post and saying, I'm going to fish here and I will kayak here. And if anybody wants to come fish, you can come fish behind my house because it's bullshit to have a lake behind your house. You can't fish in. Just asinine that these people have this kind of comments. Like, you're messing up the wildlife by fishing in the lakes. I'm like, what are you even saying? These people have lost their damn minds.
That's just the most asinine statement I've ever heard.
Yeah, these people are crazy. Again,
what is wrong with looking out your backyard and seeing a father fishing with a 10-year-old little boy or girl? Oh my God, man, that is what life is all about.
There's nothing wrong with it. Better than them being inside playing on electronics. And yes, I would be fishing right now, but I'm doing a podcast, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, this doesn't count as screwing off inside.
But no, I mean, take your kids outside, let them play, get dirty, go fishing, let them play in a kayak in the water, take them canoeing. That's what this lake's for. It's not made just to look at. I mean, these people have just lost their damn mind.
It's everywhere, though. I mean,
the neighborhood I lived in across the street, I mean, they could paddle boat, kayak, fish. They could do whatever they want in those lakes. You just could not have a gas engine in it. So your John boat was an 11-horse Evinrude that was gas powered. You're not allowed to have it, but had a little trolling motor on it. And you wanted to go out there, you could. So, which is, hey, that's acceptable. I get it. But no.
See, when I was growing up, skateboarding was a crime. Now fishing is a crime.
Fishing in your backyard. I bought a house on a lake to fish in it.
I would not eat the fish.
No, I wouldn't eat the fish either. I mean,
but if you catch a brim or a bass or something and take a picture of it with your son and then teach him how to release it back and then go catch that same fish 4 or 5 more times.
Oh my God. I mean, the fish you'd probably catch out of here. They got like that? 3 eyes, 4 tails. I mean, from the fertilizer to pesticides, the Roundup that's washing from all the yards into the lake. I mean, yeah, it's a biohazard waste dump out there. I get it. Don't eat the fish.
Backyard, there's one in the Adirondack smoking the cigar yesterday.
Yeah. See, Which is, adding to the pollutant, I guess.
His name was Theodore.
Teddy, would you like some cognac with that cigar? But yeah, I mean, these people have just lost their fucking mind.
Don't be a Karen. Matter of fact, here's a good rule. Mind your own damn business. Try that.
And if you want to fish in the lake by my house, you come fish behind my house. I don't care. They can say whatever they want to me. I really don't care. Come fish behind my house. If you really are that concerned of getting in trouble, I could care less.
Everybody just wants to be a warrior for their cause. Now, if it is not directly affecting you, move along.
Well, and I'm sure I just gave the evidence here being sued. Well, Mr. Darbley, I got video here on your podcast that you didn't give a shit. Well, I don't.
Hey, we'd get a view. It was used in court.
That's true. They're going to have to download it.
Yeah.
One more view.
Spark the algorithms.
We're going to go to 4 people. And we need, can't have this podcast and we give a big congratulations to Billy here. He is now a grandfather.
I'm so happy.
His daughter had a baby boy yesterday.
He's so perfect.
And Billy got to go and hold it today. And yep, he's still trying to wipe off his running mascara from all the tears.
Oh man. I actually held it together. I'm a softie. I didn't tear up or cry or nothing. So I didn't want to let him go. I told him, I said, all right.
Well, when he gets old enough, you can bring him fishing behind my house. It'll be fine.
I said, all right, y'all have a good day. Me and the young lad's going to head on out now. And they're like, whoa.
Billy is now a new grandpa. Dude, we got to have at least a cigar tonight on that.
We will. Yeah, let's have a celebration tonight.
Yeah, a little cigar action. I'm good with that.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Okay, he has a voice for podcasts, not TV, or a face for podcasts, but a voice for nothing. I'm sorry. He has a face for podcasts, voice for nothing.
That's a quote from my buddy King. Got a face. He was cool. He said, "Hey man, I just listened to episode 10. I was like, oh man, you like it? No, it's garbage.
That's the common feedback.
Awesome, dude. Glad you liked it.
Dude, that is some shit.
I love that.
I'm guy. Like, really? You going to download number 11? Yeah, when it comes out.
Yeah, I love that guy. And then, of course, the next statement is, if you really want somebody on the podcast that's fun. So yeah, now you want to join in. I said, what was that? I said that podcast 11 was going to be filmed in a new. This is not the new podcast room. I promise you.
Well, we were supposed to do things this weekend. It didn't because you're on standby to be a grandpa and just life got in the way.
That's a good excuse for it. And I'll take that. But yeah.
Yeah, we need to.
It's coming. I promise. It's going to be so awesome.
So what else is happening with you, Billy?
Well, I was trying to get this document done. You said, hey, we need to do a podcast. There's that. I don't know, man. Life is good. Life's real good. Family's happy, healthy.
Well, if any people out there are bored Friday morning, we're going to get up and ride down to Daytona for bike week. So, or bike 2 days. We're not going to do the week, just a couple of days, Friday, Saturday, come back Sunday.
Yeah,
so
this year's short. We just can't.
Jump in, come join us. Let's have a beer with us at any of the local watering holes down there.
Of course, by the time you're listening to this podcast, that means
we'll be on our way home.
No, I should have it out Friday, I guess. So,
you could probably have us in a little earlier.
Yeah, you better hurry though. We're riding out.
There you go.
So what kind of crazy things you think we're going to... Something happens every year. What do you think it's going to be this time?
Well, the common theme is like half naked women.
No, I'm like, it used to rain every time we got there. Like the second we got there, I thought that was my fault.
It is your fault.
And then, what was some other crazy thing? Oh, your wife kicked my cell phone out the 15-story window.
She did. Yeah, after about,
phone in my pocket. I'm not even
10, 12, 14 drinks. I don't know. Anyways.
We just got there. We had only been there 5 minutes.
No, we were in the hotel room 5 minutes, but we'd been in Daytona all day because we stopped at Destination Daytona. Then we went to the Iron Horse. And then how many bars are in the first floor of the Hilton checking in? I mean, there's a bar right next to the desk checking in.
Another phone call. Time out. I'm going to have a hard time editing this one again. All these kinks and breaks broke out of here.
Yep.
Hey, that's all right. We'll make it happen.
That's why you get the big bucks for this.
Wait, I get paid?
Yeah, I give you $1.
Okay.
So what else is there to discuss? And I'm just sitting here watching this battery drop on my phone. For not the phone battery, but the battery on my GoPro. I mean, it is.
They don't make them like they used to, man. They're garbage.
I mean, can you see yours like dropping? I mean, mine was at 100%. And I'm already down to 84, and we've only got 6 minutes of recording on this.
I was at 100% when we started. I'm at 51 now.
Well, I mean, yours is holding a better charge than mine. Mine's just shit.
Yeah. I mean, they're just
garbage.
They're garbage.
I don't get it. But then again,
the Asian battery market has fallen off. They're no bueno.
Is China making my GoPro battery? No. This is bullshit.
And all of them come from there. I don't think we make any lithium batteries in the United States.
Probably not.
Any lithium mines with little 6-year-old kids out there digging lithium?
Well, here's our conversation we had earlier today. I said that the new CEO for Disney should get with Governor DeSantis and work out their issues. Well, apparently he didn't get there soon enough. DeSantis signs into law putting Disney District under Florida state control. So I guess they couldn't work things out.
Guess not.
That's what happens when you come to Florida woke.
But DeSantis said there's a new sheriff in town.
Well, he's on his 5th year here, going into his 5th year, so not really new.
I know I didn't get that quote either, but anyway, I'm sure somebody's making a T-shirt out of it.
Hey, and they were looking at one time Colorado was trying to get Disney to go to Colorado. You get to enjoy the theme park like 5 months out of the year instead of 12.
So I think yesterday the Department of Energy came out and said, yeah, after further looking at this, the COVID-19 was leaked from a lab. No, the White House came out today and said, we don't know what happened. Nobody knows what happened. They just can't agree on anything up there, can they?
Well, they're not going to. They probably had validation that Trump was right, and they're not going to admit Trump was right. So that's why they're not going to admit to anything. Well, we can't really say yes or no.
I bet whoever wrote that memo is out of a job tomorrow, though.
One would hope so. But no, yeah, they're not going to admit anything that, if Trump just happened to be right and their memo was, admits Trump was right. They're, no, well, we just don't know where it came from. Makes sense, right?
Yep.
And you took this right into politics. See, I was staying away from that.
Man, that's always your fault. We can pretend that didn't happen, though.
We can pretend, but we know it did. It's like, damn, you went there.
All right, so what else happened? I know we had a bunch of things to talk about. You almost getting cream pied on a cream pied. That's nasty. I'll say.
Politics to sexual innuendos.
You almost getting creamed. I can't even say it now.
Hey, how about this nice weather we're having? Wow. Let's see if we can't save the day here. Man, don't know where you guys are today, but hey, over the weekend it was mid 80s.
God, I'm so sorry.
Got got a little sunburn on my face and my nose. Man, cannot wait for summer.
It was hot in Daytona.
It was. I got a little sunburn down there. It was nice.
So what's the weather going to be like next weekend down there?
It's supposed to be the same as it was when we were down there a couple of days ago.
Ooh, I'm old and I'm a grandfather now, so I can just talk about the weather, and it's okay. 'Cause that's what old people do.
Better than that last topic you were all over. Good
Sorry,
grief.
I don't know where my brain was. I was trying to say. You know what I was trying to say.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Grandpa, watch your mouth.
Easy. I got grandkids that might hear this one day.
No lie.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Grandma, let me hear one of Grandpa's podcasts.
No,
hell no, you're not.
Until you're 35.
Yeah. We'll let you listen to him on your deathbed. So what do you think about this Alex Murdo trial? You think he's going to be found guilty, or do you think it's going to be a hung jury?
It's going to be a hung jury, and he is going to serve damn near life in prison for the theft.
The financial crimes.
Yeah. So he's going to go away. He's going to, I don't think they've already lowered it to a 2nd-degree murder charge, right?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard that. I don't know.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a hung jury on it, and then I don't think he's going to he'll stay in jail, and then there'll be a trial on the.
I mean, this arrogant ass is trying to sound like blue collar South Carolinians. You know, he's like, yeah, I wanted to be gone. What does that mean, sir?
He appears to be a certified dipshit.
He's an arrogant ass white. And he needs to be gone. I'm not going to lie. He needs to be gone away for a long time. But he's trying to talk to the jury as if they were all blue collar people and he was in their social circle. But no, he should go away. I'm hoping they find him guilty for murder and give him the death penalty. He deserves it. He killed his wife and his son.
It's true that he confessed originally and then withdrew the confession, right?
Yeah, that's what I read. So
to hell with it.
I mean, this guy's a complete idiot. Nope, he needs to go to prison and be Bubba's girlfriend. So what else is there to talk about, Mr. Billy?
Well, the Air Force just let 2 commanders and 4 leaders at North Dakota Nuclear Bomber Missile Base. They were having a lot of problems with, they call them a big cheating scandal or something on some test scores or something. I wonder if that's what this is about.
I did not see that.
Mayor Welch and 4 subordinate leaders were relieved of command due to a loss of confidence in their ability to complete their assigned duties. Yada. 5th Bomber Wing operates B-52s. Oh no, this is something totally different. What I was talking about was Missile Command that runs the Minuteman missile silos.
Right.
There was a huge test score cheating scandal or something going on with those.
I will say when I was in the military and you saw officers getting relieved due to loss of confidence, it means they were sleeping with the help.
Yeah, that's code.
Yeah. 90% of the time they were sleeping with the help.
Yeah, we've
inappropriate
lost confidence in your ability to lead.
Yeah.
That means we know what you did. You got caught climbing out of a window.
Yeah. Sleeping with the help, and you promised to leave your wife, and the help got tired of waiting and ratted you out.
We've got to do something about our recruiting numbers. It is in the toilet. I think that starts with General Milley, though, but that's just my...
Well, we have woke leadership. Yeah, start with Secretary of Defense and all those clowns.
And we're not ready for what's coming. I don't think.
Yeah.
That's just my thoughts.
No, it starts at the top. And
you've got to think about all the service members that are in there right now that don't want to be there. It takes a lot for you to decide, okay, this career, I've got to let it go. my
Well,
principal.
especially when they hit the 10-year mark, they're halfway there, almost at halfway to retirement, and they're like, no, I'm done. That's serious. I mean, there's some people with longevity leaving the service, and it starts with the leadership, and all the way up to the commander in chief. Let's just go that high, be done with it.
What about all the soldiers and airmen and sailors that were let go for COVID mandates? Are they going to reinstate them, bring them back?
I think they were going to, those who were supposed to be discharged that were still in, they let them stay in if they wanted to. And
Yep.
I'm not sure about those that got out.
That would be step one of the first step.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the ones that were actually discharged under that policy, if they were able to come back in or not. So, I mean, why would you? It's like, no, you embarrass me. I'm not going back. Screw you.
I've been told it's hit SOCOM bad. Real bad.
I always had all the services that COVID vaccine hit all the services.
Specifically, SOCOM has been hit hard. Those tend to be men and women of a higher level of
So wait a minute, let me get this right. So you're telling me just because I didn't go into SOCOM, but they're way smarter than me?
No.
Sounds like
No.
That's what you were trying to say. Just because
I'm
I
trying
didn't
to think of the word,
choose
man.
that career path.
No, and you have to be highly intelligent to go in SOCOM. You can't be a big dummy. But what am I trying to say? I'll edit this out to where I don't sound like an idiot.
Let me get with my dog and let him outside. And, back to your comment where you were trying to say that people in SOCOM were smarter than me. They really are.
No,
I'm an idiot.
It wasn't smarter. So,
I barely got my name right on the ASVAB.
I couldn't spell ASVAB. I did. Okay. They tend to be people with large sense of principles, right? Wouldn't you say that
again?
If you're in the elite of the elite, SOCOM, Special Forces, SEALs, Delta, CAG, you have a high set of principles. You have to. It's just an inherent trait of someone that has the ability to do that job. And with that, I heard the COVID mandates and all this woke shit has really put a dent in it big time.
I don't even know what to say after that last SOCOM comment, other than, hey, let's talk about the weather.
I thought we already did that.
Just trying to change the subject again.
I just hope someone can right the ship. We're not headed down the right path, and it can be fixed, but we need to act now.
So let's talk about somebody else's politics.
As long as it's not England.
Yeah, let's go to England. Let's talk about King Charles and his coronation.
See, I don't even know enough about it.
He can't even get entertainment for his coronation. I mean, everybody's refusing. It's like, how bad is this king that nobody in his own country wants to entertain at his event?
Everyone's tired of a monarchy. I think that's just too old school. It's, that's how they used to do it back in the day. And I think they're over that. I don't think the people want to pay for yachts, and of course, I mean, look what we're doing. I don't know enough about.
So Adele has declined. Ed Sheeran has declined. Elton John's declined. Harry Styles has declined. The Spice Girls have declined.
The Spice Girls didn't want to do it. Yeah, when you had to dig up.
Yeah, I mean, you're going back to the 80s and 90s. I mean,
quick, get the publicist on the phone for the Spice Girls. The who? The Spice Girls.
I mean, I think they're literally trying to dig up the Who.
I
mean, they're trying to get the Who to even play. They're all in like retirement homes.
They're like, who, sir? Yes, exactly.
You know, I think the Who's actually in hospice.
Sir, you want the Who? Yes, exactly. Who? Yes.
It's crazy. Nobody. I mean, what has King Charles done that we just don't know about on this side of the pond that no one wants to? I mean, I'm curious if anybody even shows up for the coronation, let alone entertains at the coronation. I mean, we know Harry and Meghan aren't going to show up.
See, so here's a headline. Royal expert on Camilla dropping consort title against Queen Elizabeth's wishes, a queen in her own right. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what a consort is. I don't know anything about it. I can't speak on this.
I can't speak on the consort or any of that. I know there was a lot of issues being that Charles and Camilla both were divorced and they're not supposed to have been divorced. You know, anyways, I don't know where the consort. I think that was, I don't even think she's supposed to have consort queen, let alone consort. I mean, so I don't know. I have no idea, but maybe she can entertain the king at the coronation and explain to us what all that means. She can do her own little comedy routine or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I know that
we didn't have. I
would be pissed off paying all those taxes to a queen or a king that has can't make laws or anything like that. They're just a figurehead.
Yeah, I'm from Chester. We didn't have a king where I came from. We did have this guy named Ricky.
Was he like the unofficial mayor of Chester?
No, he just kind of like had the rickets. We called him Ricky. But I mean, it just ended up he was on meth.
I thought it was the mayor. He should have been.
I don't think we had a mayor in. I guess.
Come on. I mean, why could
Chester probably was my grandfather. Yeah, I don't think we had meth back then. When was meth invented? I don't think Ricky was on meth. I think they called it something else.
I have no idea when
I don't even know what Ricky's real name was. He just had the Ricket. He was always moving. He was doing something. I mean, even when he was standing still, he was walking. He'd wear a hole in the dirt.
Wasn't meth a byproduct of cocaine and they throwing it away for years?
Oh, no.
And then all of a sudden say, hey, don't throw that shit away. Somebody's going to get high off of it.
No, I do know that. Meth ain't got, it doesn't have anything to do with cocaine.
I tell you how much I know about drugs. I don't know shit about it.
I think you got to have, I don't know. What's that stuff that blocks your nasal passages? What am I trying to say?
I'll play your silly game. Sinus issues?
Well, my camera just turned off for being too hot.
Too hot? It's fucking 70 degrees in this house.
Hey, GoPro, let me tell you something. You sell a damn 4-inch camera for $400.
To take out in the environment. It's an adventure camera. You're supposed to take it out in the elements of the weather, and it can't handle.
I'm inside of a damn office. It's 72 degrees. I've been recording for 45 minutes, and it shut off because it's too hot. Man, come on. You got to do better. That's it.
And that's it. And that's it. We've got to find another brand. GoPro is not the sponsor. Never has been, and probably never will be.
Damn sure won't be now.
No.
I guess we're getting another episode of clips and bits instead of a full podcast like I said we were going to do.
Well, that's just bullshit.
That is
fucking bullshit. GoPro.
Well, we're going to check mark this one explicit.
They're all explicit.
No, they are now.
Well, I mean, piece of shit GoPro can't handle indoor environments. What the hell?
That's bullshit.
And it's colder than 72 in this house.
I know what's wrong.
Well, then fix it.
We have the phones hooked to it at the same time we're recording. That's why.
I don't have my phone hooked to it.
Yeah, we do.
It's not. There's no wires touching it.
Well, it's hooked up through an ad hoc Bluetooth network.
I get that. There's no way that phone sitting way over there, and I mean really 2 feet away.
It's the extra connection because it's talking Bluetooth the same time it's recording. Because I run that thing on my Harley for hours and it's fine.
This is called the bullshit flag.
This is just...
That's the bullshit flag. So on my camera, I'm still recording, and I threw the bullshit flag.
Well, your battery's about to die in 5 minutes, so it doesn't matter anyway.
I got 49% left.
Well, the rest of this podcast is going to have Jimmy's face right in the middle, and I'm just here in spirit.
Yeah, we just call you the producer behind the scenes.
Producers get paid. That's what I heard.
You're volunteering your time as a producer. I mean, all the shit that we had during the week, and we talked about it, and now I can't think of a damn thing to, we almost have to do these things like daily.
We can talk about my Harley.
That black thing with 2 wheels? Nah.
Oh, yeah, that's one thing we were going to discuss was important upgrades for your bike versus cool guy upgrades that don't do shit. What's the first thing you need to spend your money on when you purchase a Harley?
Flowers for your wife?
Wow, that's really good. I'm writing that down, and I think all of you guys should write that down too. So the first thing you need to buy...
Jewelry for your wife.
Yeah, okay. So check that off the box. Number 1 is done. So now the second thing that you need to do, you need to go for comfort and performance on your bike. Don't be changing out your doohickeys and your whatnots and bolting your little flim-flams on. I bought a new Saddleman highway sofa seat for my bike. My God. I mean, I already had a brand new bike. It only had 4,000 miles on it. When I took that stock seat off, how bad was that stock seat, Jimmy? It
looked brand new still. I don't understand why you changed it out. It looked brand new.
It is brand new. But they compress after about 10 or 15 minutes being on it. And if you want to see the quality, just take your seat off your brand new $38,000 Harley and look at it. It's trash. It is the worst. It's the worst thing they put on the bike. Milwaukee 8 is fantastic. The thing is absolutely bulletproof. The suspension is pretty darn good I have a 21, or I got a 22 Road Glide. No, 21 Road Glide. The suspension's pretty good. That's going to be my next upgrade, is to change the rear shocks out. But if you want the biggest game changer on your bike, go get a good seat. Don't get a cheap seat. Don't get a cool guy looking good seat. Go get a good seat for your bike. My lower back pain's gone. I can ride that thing all day long now. I'm going to just eat Sturgis up. It's a game changer.
So mine would be the entertainment system.
Well, that was the first thing I did.
No, I think the first thing you did was handlebars.
Yep, that was the first thing I did. And I did a stage 1 in handlebars.
Yes.
And then I did a stage 2 Rockford audio.
And a stage 2
and a stage 2 cam upgrade.
But entertainment, yeah, you got to have.
You got to be able to listen to. That's why you got a bagger. You got a bagger to keep the bugs out your teeth and be able to listen to the radio. No, I think the first thing I upgraded on my bike was a windshield. Because a Road Glide comes with like the tongue of a tennis shoe. It's pretty damn small. It doesn't do anything. Doesn't deflect any wind off of you. Maybe if you're doing 400 miles an hour, it would, but.
First thing was the entertainment, but actually no jewelry for the wife, then the entertainment, but second probably should have been upgrading the bank account. Hey, yeah, worry about the bank account after we get it home and before the next payment. First payment.
All right, I was smart enough to figure that out.
What?
plugged a cable into it, so battery wouldn't go dead. It was.
You said that didn't work.
No, it was overheating because we had the extra Bluetooth connection running to it through the GoPro app. GoPro, you got to tighten up. This is terrible.
I'm still not buying that.
Well, it's never done it before until we did this new thing. Ockman's razor, man.
I think it's operator error.
The simplest explanation is usually the right one. Do you have any funny characters that you grew up with?
Just my high school classmates.
I mean, you always had this one weird dude, or
I can't.
Everybody has them.
I was that weird dude.
Oh, you're him.
That was me.
Oh man!
Don't make me relive that.